Okay, here we go. This is my first video for people who are new to yoga or have inflexible or kind of tweaky bodies who are doing yoga. So, this is my living room, so you might see my cat or my kid. Props that you're going to need for this. First, have nearby something that resembles yoga blocks. If you don't own yoga blocks, you can use like a shoebox, or you can use like a low, a big book if you want, but it's nice to have the actual blocks. They're not too expensive. Have a strap if you have one, and if you don't, a towel will suffice. Speaking of which, have 2 towels, okay, because we're going to use them in different ways. And then lastly, if you have a yoga bolster, this is useful. Otherwise, get a couch cushion that you can kind of fold in half. So we're going to start on our backs in a pose called Supta Baddha Konasana, which is just supine pose. So put down your bolster. If it's your couch cushions, just kind of fold them over here. And take your 2 towels. They are. If you have towels, and you're going to roll them up. So maybe fold them in half like this, and then create a little roll like that. All right. But you can always fold in half to make it thicker if you need it for your legs. Do that with the other one too. If you have blocks, it's easier just to use the blocks. So if you have blocks, don't use the towels. Put them aside. So all you're going to do is scoot your butt right up next to your bolster or your couch cushion, not on top, but in front of it. And you're going to lean back onto the cushion. Okay, then take your legs and put them out butterfly style with your feet touching together, your knees splayed open. And then you can either take the towels and rest them underneath your thigh, wherever it's comfortable. What you want here, other side too. What you want here is a nice opening of the hips without it really pulling too much in the groin area. So you set it where you need it, fold it over if you need to. The cat's going to play with the strap now. If you don't want the towels and you just want to use the blocks instead, you can take the blocks and put them right under your knees or your thighs, wherever it makes it comfortable. All right, so take out your ponytail if you have one in, and really just lie back. Open up your arms, rest them on the ground, let your shoulders open up. Look up at the ceiling and just start to drop into your body and spend some time noticing your breath. Think about where you are in the room, which animal is walking around you. Excuse me, dragon. If you can just notice tension in your body, where it is, and just breathe your breath into that tension. Don't need to change anything. Just start to bring your mind into your body rather than anywhere else. Focusing on the breath. Let's count for 10 breaths. Slowly shift your body and pull away your blocks or your towels from where they are under your legs. Pull your knees together gently. And then you're just going to roll to one side so that you can push the bolster or the couch cushion out from under you. Push it off to the side so you can lie flat on your back. If you're using a strap, grab a strap. If you're just going to use, you don't have a strap, just use a towel. Okay, I'll show you with the towel. Shake it out so it's all long. Okay, and then resting with your back on the floor, which should feel pretty good now because we had it in an arch and now it's flat, so it's waking up your spine. Extend the left leg out and lift the right leg in the air. And you're going to take the towel, wrap it around the sole of your foot, just hold the ends so that you can get your foot straight up. Now you want to flex your foot, which is the opposite of point. There's flex. All right, flexing your bottom leg too, keeping that super active. You're going to pull up with your left thigh on the ground to really activate your left leg. Don't let it just lie there. Pull up with your right thigh to activate the right leg. And just play with your arms gently, stretching your foot towards your face. You should feel a nice big hamstring stretch here. The thighs are really working. And start to engage your core, which means pull your belly in and up. Because of where we're lying, that means kind of pulling your belly down into the floor, into the spine. Try not to hunch the shoulders up as you're connecting here. Try to let your shoulders come down. And all we're going to do from this position is gently open the right foot out to the side, to wherever it's comfortable for you. It's best if you can take the towel into one hand here so the left arm can open up on the ground. This will help you keep your left hip on the ground. Don't let that come up. And your left shoulder on the ground. So you can see my right foot is not on the ground. It stops somewhere. You stop wherever your body wants it to. And then just think about pulling the right foot up toward the face, not letting it drop down, up toward the face. Ironically, this can feel really nice in the left hip. Remember to breathe. Now pull the belly in to lift the leg back up to the center and take the towels and put them in the other hand. It's a little thick, so I guess a thin towel is a good idea. Open up the right arm to the ground, and then all you're going to do is just move your right foot slightly to the left, about 6 inches to the left, so that it's over your left hip. No further than your left hip. This is to get a nice big IT band stretch here. And again, pull the foot up toward the face. Breathing. And then let the leg drift all the way over to the left. Keep the right shoulder on the ground. Don't go any further than where that shoulder can stay comfortably there. And pull again the foot up toward the face. Belly in. Pull the foot back up to the center. And gently bend the knee, and we're going to switch legs. So put the foot into the towel on the other side. I'm actually going to switch to my strap because I like it so much better. But you saw how to do it with the towel. Oh, so much easier. Okay. The strap is in a loop. There's no need to have it that way. You can just have 2 ends of the strap. So I'm doing that. Just a big long rope. Okay. So now I'm going to put that around the sole of my left foot. Extend my right leg long. Pull the thigh up. Pull the left thigh up. Nice straight legs. Making an L here. And I'm playing with pulling gently my toes toward my face, just as far as my hamstring lets me and is not in pain. Remember, pain is not a goal in yoga. We're trying to know our own bodies and respond to where our own body's edge is. You want to find your own edge. All right, so here we are. Now we're going to take both ends of the strap or towel in your left hand, open the leg out to the left, keeping the right shoulder on the ground. If you want, you can take your right hand and place it on your right hip to kind of push the hip down. But you don't really need to. You feel it in the right side body, right here, in the right hip. Breathe. Breathe into the groin of your left leg. Both feet stay flexed. And engage the belly. Lift the foot back up. Transfer the strap into your right hand. Let the left arm drift to the ground and pulls just 6 inches to the right so that the left foot is directly over the right hip. Woo. Okay, my cat's underneath the dining room table now. That's awesome. Okay, now let it open all the way over to the right. Keep the left shoulder on the ground. And pull the foot gently up toward the face. Cat, you're not allowed up there. Get down. Dragon. Oh my gosh, that did not work. Okay. Breathe. Belly in, engage the core, pull the foot back up to the center, and release gently down. All right, set the strap off to the side. We are going to come to our hands and knees. You can get there a few different ways. One way is you can rock up like this to warm up your spine if that feels good, all the way up to a seated position and then over to hands and knees. Alternatively, if that does not sound good, you could just roll over from the ground and push up to hands and knees here. Okay. So, taking my, yeah. All right, hands and knees. You want your wrists right under your shoulders. You want your knees right under your hips. And this is called tabletop. You're going for a nice neutral spine. Breathe. And then we're going to do a few cat-cow poses. So as we exhale, like a cat, we curve the tailbone under. There it goes. Exhale, 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 exhale. Whole back arches. And then as we inhale, start with the breath. Then the tailbone curls up. Then the chest and head curl up. That's cow. All right, exhale, cat, starting with the pelvis. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. One more. Inhale, cow. Come back to a nice neutral spine in the center. Engage the core, pull the belly in, and lift the left leg long behind you. So the left foot is floating in the air. Keep the left leg really active, the left thigh is pulling up. And now if you can, if your balance is feeling good, if it's not, stay right here. If your balance is feeling good, lift your right arm up, the opposite arm up, forward. Keep looking down at the mat. Got to use your whole core for this. Breathing is good. And then let your limbs drift down. Let's do the other side. Find your balance in the center. Lift the right leg up, nice and strong and flexed. Belly is engaged, back is engaged. Lift the left arm up, reaching forward. Finding that nice balance. Here we are. Arms and legs drift down. Okay. At any time, if we're on our knees and your knees don't feel great, that's one of the good uses of your towel. So for those of you who have some knee issues, you can always take your towel and just fold it a couple times and place it right under your knees. Okay. So also, if you have some wrist issues, if you want to warm up those wrists, now's a good chance to do that. You can just fold one over, one at a time gently, not cranking into the wrist, but be nice to your body. Then the other wrist, gently. You can go out to the side, and the other side. You can point them back a little bit, warm up the inside of the arm. Okay. All right, let's do puppy dog pose. Let's keep our legs exactly where they are and just reach the arms forward. So your butt stays sticking up in the air, but you're warming up the upper back and the upper arms, opening up the chest. Think about your shoulders drawing together. This is just child's pose with your legs up in the air. Breathe here. Walk your hands back in. Curl your toes under. Walking back, you're just going to come to a gentle forward fold. So if you can't touch the ground, that's fine. This is a good opportunity to grab some blocks. I'm going to move my towel out of the way so I don't have unstable blocks. Grab your blocks, put them in front of you. Okay. If you don't have blocks nearby, it's just that's presenting a real problem for you. Just grab a chair. Chairs are super, that one has a child seat on. Chairs are super useful. Here we go. This one right here. Okay, so if you're really struggling with forward folding, that's fine. Forward fold as much as you can and just rest on the chair, right? You can rest your head on it. Because what you're going for is a big stretch here with the back and with the back of the legs. All right? I'll get my blocks again. Okay. So this pose, Uttanasana, nice forward fold. Just resting the body. bend the knees a little bit so you don't whack them back. That's not very good for your body. And then let's do ragdoll. So grab opposing elbows and just let your upper body hang. Woo! Should feel good on your spine and also weird. Nod your head yes. Shake your head no. This will release your neck. You can sway side to side gently, right? Now bring your hands back either to the ground or to your legs or to the blocks, whatever you're using. And we're going to work on finding a flat back, okay? Half forward fold. So push way up, or rest your hands on your thighs to push way up. And you're trying to create an L, like imagine you're a Sesame Street letter, right? Long straight legs and a straight back forward. To get this effect, you're going to have to pull the shoulder blades together to open the chest. Otherwise, you're going to stay kind of hunched, right? You want a nice flat back. There it is, and now come back to the forward fold. Now bend the knees, big bend, and big inhale, because we're going to come all the way up. Lots of oxygen for your head. Breathe, inhale. All the way up, hands all the way up to the ceiling, and come down to your heart. Let's do that one more time. Circle all the way up. Look up, hands to heart. Let's do a little work on just how we stand. This is an actual pose, Tadasana, as it's called. I like to think of it because it's like tada. So feet underneath your hips and pulling up the thighs, up and back. Okay, so if you only did that, it would make your body go like this, right? So up and back, but then tailbone down, belly in, shoulder blades together, chest open, heart open, okay? And then rounding the shoulders up and back to create this outward extension of the hands. And then level chin. So what you're going for is a totally engaged body from the front and the back. So you're standing straight but with power. Thighs up, tailbone down, belly in, chest open, arms open, chin level. So this pose, a simple standing pose, should feel very active. Breathe right here. Let's do a couple of half sun salutations that just incorporates the poses we were just doing, but in a sequence with our breath. So inhale all the way up. Nice exhale, forward fold. Come down to your blocks or to wherever you're balancing on. Inhale, flat back. There's that upside down L. You can come to hands to blocks or to the thighs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up, hands up. If you're feeling balanced, look up. Engage those thighs. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Good job. Since we're up here, let's do a couple lunges. All right, so come to a wall that's nearby. I've got one right here. Okay. And you're going to start just by putting your left foot in front of your right foot. Okay, right leg is reaching back. I'm going to move these so you can see. Okay. All right, so I'm going to bend into my left foot. And my right foot, I'm going to come up on just my toes so my heel is lifted. And then I'm going to lean into the wall for support. What I'm working on here is trying to get my hips both facing forward like headlights. So imagining, if you want to put your hands on your hips, you'll probably notice that your left one's in front of your right one. You want to bring that right one forward. Whoops, that's what the wall is for. So you're both facing forward. Nice, strong body lifting. Energizing through the back leg, nice and straight. Bending into the front leg. Now, if your knee comes over your ankle, you don't have a wide enough stance. You don't want that. So step the right foot back further and keep the knee right over the heel. All right, here we are. The wall is for balance. Use it as long as you want. But if you're feeling good, challenge yourself. Bring your hands to your hips or out to balance or to your heart. Or the full extension of the pose is reaching all the way up and looking up. This is a challenge for balance. Breathe 3 breaths in the pose. Wherever your pose is, if your pose is here, just breathe and find your stillness. And then a big inhale, step into the left foot, come up to standing. And other side. So right foot forward, step the left foot all the way back. Nice wide stance. Check to make sure your knee's not coming forward beyond your ankle. All right. Here we are. Check the hips so they're facing forward like headlights. Okay. Use the wall as you need to. Come off the wall and work on your balance. 3 breaths. Wherever you're at, honor where you are at. Step into the right foot. Come all the way up. Woo! Good job. All right, come back to wherever your mat is. And moving the blocks, let's have a nice wide stance. Here we are. Okay. Toes are facing forward here. And we're going to do a warrior 2. So, starting with your toes facing forward, take your left foot and spin it out to, I'm gonna mirror you, okay? So you're gonna do left, and I'm gonna do right. Take your left foot and spin it out to face the front of your mat. And then bend into that left knee. Again, is your knee coming beyond your ankle? That means you're more flexible than you thought you were, right? So then you want to widen your stance. Scooch that one back so it doesn't come beyond your ankle. You're looking for this eventual 90-degree angle, but that requires a fair amount of strength. Okay, warrior 2. Arms up. There they are. What a beautiful pose. You got it. You're doing amazing. Energize through the outside of your left foot, that outside edge, and the right foot equally. Push into the ground. Arms come all the way out. Look out over your left fingertips. Breathe. This should be a lot of work. Straighten the left leg. Give that thigh a break. And now reach out over the left foot until you can't reach any further. Maximum reaching, and then hinge the body down. You can rest your hand on your leg. Try not to do it right on your knee because you don't want to jack up your knee. It could be on your thigh, on your shin. You can also take one of your blocks and put it nearby. There we go. Nice, strong upper arm. 2 straight legs. Activate through the thighs, pulling up. This is triangle pose. If you've got a lot of balance, look up towards your hand. All right, bend into that left knee. Energize through the core. Pull all the way back up to warrior 2. And turn the left foot in. Turn the right foot out. Let's do the other side. I'm going to bring my block over so when I need it, it's here. Bend to that right knee. Arms out. Checking my alignment. Is my knee right above my ankle? Can I see my big toe, but just my big toe? So if I can't see my big toe, that's because my knee is going, it's going inward. I don't want that. Right over the ankle. Arms out. 3 breaths. Straighten the front leg. Reach, hinge forward. Here's triangle. Rest your hand on a block or on your leg. Oh, nice big opener in the hip here. You can look up if you're feeling really balanced. Activate through the thighs. Bend in that front knee. Energize to pull all the way up. Good job. Face the foot forward. And let's do one final pose in this position. We're going to do a wide-legged forward fold. So hands on the hips, nice strong back, chest lifted, keep the torso exactly as it is, and just hinge from the waist forward. Don't bend that back. Nice straight back. There it is. Hands can come to the thighs. You can stay right here. It should feel really big in the hamstrings. You can bend the knees slightly to take some of the weight off of the hamstrings if you want. And then you can relax the back forward. And you can put your hands on the floor, you can leave them on your legs. Breathe. Cat debris on my mat. Inhale all the way up. Hands up. Okay, good job. Step to the front of your mat. All right, hands to heart. And remember, in Tadasana, it's a very active pose. So thighs up and back, tailbone down, belly in, chest open, arms open, chin forward. Inhale, hands all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. This time, put your hands on the ground, and in some way, I want you to step back into a plank. And you can have your knees down in the plank. So maybe step one foot back and then the other. Wrists should be right under your shoulders, okay? And see how far back you have to take your feet to achieve the plank. There it is. And then put your knees down, all right? It's not necessary for us to work on the full plank unless athletically that's where you're at. Otherwise, if this is painful or scary for you or hard on your wrists, just set your knees down and you can still do the core work, okay? So pull the belly in, still go for that nice long back. Sometimes when we pull bellies in, we just sort of inflate the back. Try not to do that. Belly in, but back still big and wide. All right, here we go. And then drift your shoulders in front of your wrists and gently lower down, okay, and rest on the ground. Here we are, okay, now uncurl the toes, so the tops of the feet are on the mat. And then all you're going to do is engage the back together. Pull it together, okay, pulling the shoulder blades up. This will automatically lift your chest and you look forward. The strength should really come from your back, not your hands. So watch as I engage my back, I can lift my hands. Try it. Can you lift your hands and stay in the same position? This is baby cobra. Stay here for one more breath. Okay, good. Then come back down, curl the toes back under again, and just push back into that hands and knees position that we've been in before when we started this whole thing. And then push up gently onto your feet. There it is. You can keep your knees bent, no big deal. This is downward dog. All right, and what you're going for is, if you'll come back to your knees with me for a second, you're going for that exterior rotation of your arms, just like we did in Tadasana, right? The arms rotating out, but just put your hands down with that external rotation of the shoulders. There's that external rotation. Okay, belly in, hips are coming up into the air. So up with the hips, there they go. All right, my knees are still bent, no big deal. My feet can be as wide as my hips or even wider if you want to create more space in your hips. And then just work your heels toward the floor. They're not going to reach, it's cool. You can work on straightening the legs, but don't take them all the way straight, just play with it. And then come back down. Good job. All right, uncurl the toes. Again, drift the shoulders in front of the wrists and lower down to the ground. All right, we're going to do locust pose. So let your arms lie down on the mat, reaching out behind you. And starting from the hip, pick your entire left leg off the ground. All the way from the hip. Just 6 inches or so. And then try to reach your toes behind you. Reach, 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 and then lower the leg down. It should feel longer than the right leg. Let's do the right leg now, so it's even. Lift the right leg from the hip. Whoop! Toes extend behind you, lower down. All right, now lift both legs from the hips. Good job. They don't have to go high, just a couple inches. Reach, 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 reach. Your whole back of your body's energized. The backs of your legs are energized, all the way up into your lower back, right? And then lower down. Now let's do the top of the body. So pull the back together. Shoulder blades pulling together, right? Activate the whole back. And just like we did in Baby Cobra, lift from the back up. Fingernails are reaching out toward your toes. Fingertips big and wide. Look, maybe just down toward the front of your mat. You don't want to yank your neck up. That's not good. Breathe. And lower down, rest. Now we're going to do both. So as you engage the back of your body, you lift your torso, you lift your legs. You can do it. It may look hard, but it's not. You can do it. Stretch your toes back behind you. Good job. Then rest. Yay! That was great. Let's do it one more time. Engage the back of the body. Lift, lift, lift from the butt, lift from the back. And we're up. Woohoo! Breathing is good. And rest. All right, we're going to curl over and come to our backs. So just roll over onto the back here. Here we go. All right, I have a block vaguely nearby. That's good. But before I do that, oh yeah, that's right, okay. Before I do that, I'm going to cross my right ankle over my left thigh. So I'm making kind of a figure 4 with my thigh here. And then I'm going to lift my torso a little bit to grab my left, behind my left thigh. So grab my left hamstring basically and lock my hands together. So this means now that my left thigh is vertical, right? And it's pulling toward my face. And as it pulls toward my face, it's going to be opening up my right hip. But I want my knee to be pushing outward in a way that's really nice to my knee, so I don't want to, screw anything up in this joint. So I would keep my right elbow on my right thigh and just gently push it away with my right elbow as I pull my left leg in. I'm going for that opener of the right hip. For those of you familiar with pigeon, this is just an upside down pigeon. It's a little bit more forgiving on the knees. If you want, you can straighten your left leg. I don't think that deepens the stretch at all, so I like to keep it bent. And then let's release and do the other side. Okay? So now cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Pull your right thigh up toward your face, clasp your hands behind it, and just gently pull it towards your body as you send your left elbow into your left thigh. And if your neck is sore, that's fine, rest it down. The stretch is about the hip, not about your neck. Release, relax. Grab your knees together, pull them tight to your body. We're going to do a few rock and rolls here so that we can roll right up into a seat. Okay? And let's start. I'm going to face you so you can see me. You can start with a Sukhasana, which is an easy seated position, or butterfly feet can come together like this. Or if this isn't comfortable, just sit with your legs in any kind of comfortable cross that you want. At this point, I really like to grab a towel and to set it right under my butt. I'll turn this way so you can see me. So just the front of my butt is sitting on it, and my legs are off of the towel, right? It gives me a little height, and I can even fold it again so I can get even more height. Okay, this is great for getting your back to stay straight, because if you can only sit on the ground with your back like this, and it's really hard to get it straight, you're not really doing yourself any favors. Okay? Allow yourself to get that nice straight back so you can get the cool leg stretch going. All right, so here you are, an easy seat, sitting up nice and tall, and you're going to lift your, let's bring your hands to your heart first. Lift the hands in the air, just like Tadasana, nice and strong, arms rotating out. And then you're going to inhale here, and as you exhale, twist to the right. Woo! Let your right arm come behind you somewhere. This is sort of your kickstand. You don't want to put too much weight on it, right? You can kind of lift it up, but it's useful still. Bring your left arm somewhere. It can be on your left leg. If you're feeling twisty, you can come to your right leg. And the key here is that with every inhale, you straighten. And with every exhale, you deepen the twist just a millimeter. Inhale, straighten. Exhale. Stay here. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Twist has started with your pelvis and is extending all the way up. Exhale, release it, come back forward. Hands to heart again. Inhale the arms up. And exhale, twist to the left. Left arm comes behind. I can't see you now, it's a little weird. Right arm comes somewhere in front, either on the right leg or the left leg if you're twisty. Inhale, straighten the back. Exhale, extend the twist. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, extend. Exhale, come all the way forward. Now extend your legs in front of you. You can stay seated on your little towel. That's a good way to do this. And grab your other towel, or if you have a strap, grab your strap. And you're going to wrap towel or strap somewhere around your toes. And if you have to bend your legs to get it there, that's fine. Just get it around the balls of your feet, ideally, or on the soles of your feet. Extend it Extend your legs forward, okay? Now, already you're sitting like this, right? So sit up. There it is. Nice flexed feet, nice and strong. Think about your shoulders. Can you lift and lower down your back? Woo! You can put your hands wherever you need on the strap to achieve that shoulder alignment. And all you're going to do is resting your hands where they are on the strap, active legs, thighs pulling up, back nice and straight, chest open, heart lifted. You're just going to hinge forward. You'll probably go about an inch, right? That's as far as you can go without losing the form because you don't want to collapse the back. Just stay there. This is Dandasana. Big, nice stretch in the back and in the hamstrings, the lower legs too. And then release all that tension in your back. Fold it forward. You can walk your hands down your strap. Okay. You can grab your toes if they're available to you, but you don't need to. Okay. And just fold your body forward. Ooh, relax the neck. Inhale all the way up. Remove the strap with a towel. Remove the one you're sitting on. Grab a block that's nearby if you have one or something stable. And you're going to lower back down to your back. This time, have your legs bent, your feet on the floor. Walk your heels as close as you can to your butt. Ideally, you want to sort of be able to touch your heels with your fingertips, but if you can't reach it and it's just close by, that's fine. Okay? And then with your block really nearby, we're going to come into a supported bridge pose. This is a really relaxing pose. Remember, there's 3 heights to a block or to, a big book. There's the lowest height, middle height, highest height. So start with the lowest one. See how it feels in your back. Push into your feet, okay? Grab the outsides of your mat and just gently push into your feet. Okay, so you lift your butt up. And then grab the block, slide it under your sacrum, under your tailbone. And just gently lower down onto the block. It should feel good. If it hurts your back, you maybe have the block in the wrong spot. You want to lower or raise it so it's right under your sacrum. And if ever you're doing a pose in yoga that really doesn't feel good, stop, right? It's not the goal, is to hurt yourself. Okay, if this doesn't really do much for you, push into the feet and raise the block to the middle level. All right, this is where a lot of people enjoy this pose, supported bridge. It's a little bit of work in your back, but it's also relaxing. If you still feel nothing, you can go to the highest height, but that's a little bit more of a stretch. Hey, girls. Say hi.
Hi. Hi.
Hi. There's Lulu. There's Alma. Where are you guys going?
Outside.
Okay, have fun. Wait, Lulu, can you go out the front entrance though? Can I close the blinds over? Bye.
Bye.
All right, so this is considered a restorative pose, so you should stay here for a while if it feels comfortable. If it doesn't, come out, be done. That's cool.
Okay, how big is it? I want to see what you have.
When you are done, push into your feet, so you lift your butt, remove the block, set it down beside you, and lower your body to the ground. Extend your left leg long and pull your right knee into your chest. Just stretch it out. And then let the right arm open out to the side, and you're just with your left hand going to gently guide your right knee across your body in a twist, okay, to wherever feels comfortable. Don't lift the right shoulder off the ground. You can look out over your right arm. This is really good for your back and for your internal organs. Inhale, bring the knee back up to the center. Extend the leg long. Pull the left knee in. Hug it to your chest. Flex both feet. Let the left arm open up. And just gently guide the left knee over to the right side of your body. Keep the left shoulder on the ground. Look out over the left-hand side. Inhale the knee back to center. And for our last pose of the day, you have two choices. If you want to do a simple Shavasana, grab a blanket or a bolster if you have it, your couch cushion, and set it under your knees to let your back be comfortable, and just let your arms fall out to the side. This is one way to do Shavasana. Another way, if you're looking to have an inversion, is to put your legs up the wall. I recommend that because inversions are awesome for your blood flow and your energy level. They're also really great to treat insomnia, which I think we all have from time to time. So you may want to put something soft next to the wall, like a blanket or a mat, and lie it down. And all you're going to do to get into this kind of awkward position is sit next to where you want to go. I think you can still see me, right? And then just sort of roll down and twist to the side to get your legs to go up the wall. You want your hips to be as close to the wall as you can. And just let your arms fall out and stay here for as long as you want. If you're lying in bed and your legs are twitchy and you can't fall asleep, this is a great pose to do for 5 minutes. So I'm going to turn off the video while you do this because you can stay here. You should stay for at least 5 minutes, but stay for as long as 10 or 15 if you want. It's been really nice practicing with you, and I'll see you soon. Namaste.